Well, educated people knew it was going to happen. The experts knew it was going to happen all along, and now it indeed happened. So this is from Axios. They're reporting on what was the inevitable. Breaking, 6 of Trump's staffers who were part of the campaign's advance team for the president's Saturday rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma, have been quarantined after testing positive for the novel coronavirus, the campaign told Axios. So, the day before Trump's rally, the day before Trump resumed his campaign and did a rally, Oklahoma had their highest number of COVID cases that they've seen. And they went forward with the rally anyway. Now, what they had is they didn't have mandatory masks, I don't think. But they did have temperature checks on the way in, and they gave people hand sanitizer as they went in. Is that going to be enough? I doubt it, because I'm not sure. I don't think there was social distancing going on in there, and I'm not sure everybody had a mask in there. Okay, so my guess is, and this is a good evidence of it here, COVID was passed around quite a bit at that rally. If you're in an enclosed place and one person has it and they cough once, you just gave it to at least 6 people, dog. So this gets to, I mean, it's crazy, but there is something that has happened in this country where there was a brief period where we all took COVID seriously and realized, hey, this is not partisan. None of us want to die because of a pandemic. None of us want to get sick because of a pandemic. And what happened was, at a certain point, a lot of people said, screw it. I'll take my chances. And so, let me show you the numbers. We have confirmed cases in the U.S., 2.3 million, recovered 717,000, deaths, 122,000. Guys, that is 2 Vietnam Wars. There were, about 60,000 Americans who died in the Vietnam War. That is 2 Vietnam Wars right there. And instead of doing, if there was some sort of federal guidelines on social distancing in public as much as possible, wearing masks in enclosed areas, that alone would go a long way. Okay, but we don't have that, and we're trying to get back to normal, and we're seeing cases spike. There's about 20 states where cases are rising on a regular basis. Florida's getting hammered right now. Texas is getting hammered right now. Arizona's getting hammered right now. Oklahoma's getting hammered right now. The only reason why New York, for example, is going down is because everybody's wearing a mask in public. I can't go to the store and see somebody without a mask. Everybody's wearing masks in public. That's why we're going down. So at some point, everybody was just like, screw it. We're just going to go back to normal and ignore the fact that we had 2 Vietnam Wars here. It's amazing. And the fact that the president, remember when they were doing those daily press conferences and they were trying to calm the nation? We're acting, we're doing stuff, we're coming up with, plans and rules and this and that, and the funds are going here and there, and trying to make everybody think like we got this under control. There was a certain point in time where they were just like, screw it. Phase 1 open, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and cases are rising, but who cares? I'm going to go give a rally in the middle of a place that's experiencing a COVID explosion. It's unbelievable. I mean, this is historically somebody, in the future, people need to research what the hell is going on in the mind of Americans. We are still freaking cowboys here, bro. We really are. We really are. Other countries are like diligent and intelligent, and they follow their plans, and they flatten that curve. And we, did half measures up front, and then after a while, we were like, the half measures are too restrictive. I tap out. And now we're just going back to normal, and it's going to explode everywhere. So, I'll tell you what, here's what's scary. The next time we have a pandemic, and it very well could be an even deadlier pandemic, it ain't going to go well in this country, bro. This is not the country you want to be in. This is not the country you want to be in when we get hit with the pandemic, because we already know exactly how we're going to react. I guess we can deal with it for a month or two with some minimal restrictions, and then we'll be like, all right, back to normal, and then a bunch of people will die. There were some baseball facilities in Florida that had to be shut down because so many people in the facility had it. The PGA Tour golfers came back. There was one golfer that tested positive. You hope that all these things are limited, but that's not what the evidence is showing at the moment. So anyway, this guy, he could try to do as many rallies as he wants. He could bitch about the culture war as much as he wants. But when you got 20% actual unemployment and when you still got a pandemic ripping through the country, he's in serious trouble. And I think he knows it. And he doesn't know what to do because he thinks, well, if I'm in trouble, I got to go do the rallies because the rallies are the things that help me. And he goes and does the rallies, but COVID numbers are still going up. Unemployment's still going up. What do? What you do is you lose. You lose to a guy who can barely talk because he's in cognitive decline. That's likely what's going to happen. The only thing that could save Trump at this point is some sort of magical turnaround with some of our crises and 3 or 4 debates with Biden where Biden shits the bed. That's all he can hope for. Outside of that, we're almost at the good night phase.